What's up, guys? It's your boy D Fresh in the building. What we're going to do today, we are going to go over Friday's game plan, the last day of the week. One last chance for us to get at it before the weekend starts. So y'all go ahead and sit tight. I got a couple for you to put on your radar. Before we do that, though, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button below. Subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. Guys, I got the data screen up. We got personal income at 8:30, PCE 8:30, and then consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. These are a few different things that will and can rock the market tomorrow, but we don't care about data. We know how to react once we see this stuff coming out. We sit back, we wait for a clear direction, and then we get at it. So let's go ahead and get into it. First one I got, newbies beginners, is AMD. This is one that you can ride and make some money off of, but we want to see a few things get taken out before we do so. If you are a bull, you want to see them open somewhere around 106.85. They can do that. They're going to boom that thing up. You got 107.10 on deck. Next level up is going to be this stuff right here to try to break through 107.60. They break through that right there. Boom, you coming up to 108.65. They can put together a rescue plan back to the upside. If they start holding these areas up in here, you got 109.10. Next run up is going to be 109.65, and then boom, you got 110.25 on deck. On the downside, you want to see them open somewhere lower than 106.20. They can do that right there. You got these middles right here at 105.85, and then boom, you got these bottoms right here. Expect a bull response right in this area right here, 105.60. They can consider that another bottom and try to boom that thing up. You got a buy demand right in here at 105.35, and if they weak, if the bull's weak, they can shoot this thing back to 104.45. And we know how it's been with the market. Some days you get a nice bull push throughout the session, but then them bears come right back down strong. So you start seeing this area right here, 104.45 get taken out, man, the bears can push this thing all the way back 101.24. I got 100 level even farther down there, but we'll see what they're trying to do, and we will play off the move. There you go with that. Big ballers, shot callers, y'all come up. I got a couple for you to pay attention to tomorrow, since we got these two that's really giving us the best moves. I got SPY out there for you. We look at the SPY, guys, you know we killed the SPY today. We had a few different plays to the upside and the downside. If you are a bull, you want to see them open higher than 567.80. They can do that right there. You got this middle stuff up in here at 568.35, and then boom, you got 569 on deck. Next level up is going to be these tops right here at 569.90. They can break through there. You got these tops at 570.85 on deck. Level to level, they clear that area right there. That's why that level was so heavy, because if bulls cleared that right there, that could have put them on a project to get to some higher stuff, 573.80, and routes to this stuff 576. On the downside, you want to see them open somewhere around 565.92. If they can do that, they're going to shoot back to that low right there, 564.90, and then boom, 563.95 will be on deck. They lose that right there, they coming back down to 560.95. We will call SPY in real time once they start taking out that area right there. Next ticker up is going to be Tesla. With Tesla, they're sitting at 273.25. If you are a bull, you want to see them open somewhere in these middles right in here, 275.90. If they can do that, next level up is going to be 278.30, and then boom, you got 280.45. Next level up is going to be this middle stuff in here, 282.34, and then boom, you got 283.85 on deck, and routes to the higher stuff. You got 287.12, and then 290.55. We had a play in there with Tesla as well too, to the upside and the downside. So shout out to you guys that was able to catch that and take that trip up to the north side. But to the downside, you want to see them open somewhere around 270.70. If they can do that right there, next level down, they're going to shoot this thing down to 266.40. They lose 266.40. They lose that area right there. Next level down, you got this stuff right here at 263.25. They break through that right there. You got 261.70, and then Boom, you got 255.80 on deck. You got some turbulence at 256.05. They lose that right there. They coming all the way back down to 250. They're going to try to make that run down to that area right there. So guys, you already know that I'll be calling this out in real time once they start taking out those areas right there. So that's all I got for tickers for you. We had a couple plays in the Discord. Guys, I put out there, I said, SPY Bulls need to start showing strength soon. Bears are targeting 569.60 break. If they lose that area right there, 564.90 is on the table for the downside. Guys, if you watched my video yesterday, I put that out there. I said, man, if they lose that area right there, you already know where we coming back to. People, that's free game that I'm putting out there. Tuning into the YouTube video, watching that, jotting your levels down there, and you start seeing these areas get taken out, man, this is gold. This is just as good as gold right there if you plan those levels to the downside. Because if you expect anything different, you already know we ran to that area right there. But again, if you watched the video, you already knew where we were coming down to after we got that break. I put it out yesterday. Read the comments above. And if you in the Discord, but I said, shout out to all that listened, watched, and followed. So, and most importantly, shout out to everybody that continues to trust your boy. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. We all celebrating. I said it was a heavy demand area at 564.20. Careful if it get down to that area. And as soon as it hit the one area that I called, that thing shot back up. But SPY played games with us today. SPY got me on the games that it played today. Jumped in on the play, and I knew I shouldn't have jumped in at that point right there, but I had a play and SPY yesterday that I got out way too early, and I wanted some get back on SPY. So you can call that revenge trading, and we say you should never do that. Perfect example, because I got smacked by SPY today. Not that bad, but I still got smacked because I didn't stick to my fundamentals and I didn't stick to my plan. And again, you don't trade with emotions. You trade with emotions, they get you. But I ain't worried about it because I'm always on SPY next. So that was just one play that SPY got me on. But it's all good. I love you, SPY. I'm back at you tomorrow, you already know. But we follow the fundamentals, guys, and that's the most important thing in here, man. FOMO will get you. FOMO gonna make you lose money. Not following your plan is gonna make you lose money. Not having a stop loss is gonna make you lose money. And most importantly, we gotta stop thinking that the stock market owe us something because we revenge trading, or like I said, I felt like SPY owed me something. The stock market don't owe you nothing, and they will take everything. Let's say that again. The stock market don't owe you nothing and will take everything if you not locked and loaded with your game plan set and dialed in, and you mind tuned in to be able to play what Wall Street is trying to throw at you, because they good at making you think that everything's good. And soon as you think everything is good and you go away from your plan, you ain't sticking to some plans that you got set, man, that's when they pull that rug on you, and then you start losing money and you having a bad day. So learn from me, learn from my mistakes, and continue to improve your game. And that way you able to sit back and look at the charts and see money. When I look at a chart, that's the first thing that I see. I see setups. I see areas where, okay, once it gets to this area right here, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be able to dominate that play. And that's where I want you guys to get to. And that's why I'm always throwing stuff in the Discord out there, stuff that I see. That way it can help you get better. But that's with the SPY, guys. Tesla, don't get it twisted. I had one in Tesla. Let's see that play in Tesla. Tesla, bulls need the break up at 280.50 to get this thing pumping. And we see what happened at that break right there. Man, tell me that call out and break wasn't dead on. A $10 move. We got that break and we went all the way to 290. That's a $10 move. That is a amazing profit day right there. So congrats to all that played that one right there. Champagne bottles in the air. I know y'all out there eating. I love it. Continue with it. Just know your boy is out here celebrating with you guys. But it's like we call plays on the downside. We can call them back up. I see anything else you see, I said QQ QQ and SPY, they all following the same setup, fighting VWAP. Whoever win the VWAP fight, that's who's gonna win the rest of the day. You see Tiger walking down the plays, you already know what's going on. We followed a play, we dominated the play, and we got to our target. When we pop in our fist or we celebrate throwing that hat down, you already know we having fun out here. We are just getting it. And you know, when I'm seeing stuff out there, I try to put it out to you guys so you guys can pay attention to it and see it, and not just see it. Pull it up on your chart, identify it, and that way you can see what I'm looking at, and then you make your determination from there. At the end of the day, I always say you are the CEO of your own portfolio, so make the best business decision about it. But SPY, I said to all that are inputs and are rocking ODTEs, I said the test at the low ORB 566 will be a profit taking spot. You don't have to wait. You can take it at any time. Can it go lower? Yup, absolutely. However, it can go back up as well. Don't regret not taking profit. Don't want that. You know, the shoulda, coulda, woulda song. You know, when you don't do something, or man, I should have took profit out there. Man, I could have made $1,000. Lock in profit, make money, and move to the next play right there. That's how we dominate the market. That's how we prolong our stay in the market. Making these crazy decisions, buying, not following your plan, that's how you get smoked out and you don't stay in the game. You kill your portfolios and you starting all over again. We don't want that. We ain't having that. Wall Street ain't going to do us like that. They may get us this one time. We may get smacked on the hand this time right here, but we come back stronger the next day. We figure out where we messed up at. We know not to do that no more. We move on and we kill it. And guys, just like we called that drop and we knew that SPY was ready to turn around, I'm always giving you areas of interest for you to pay attention to. And I said, okay, we are testing that 568 in SPY. Bulls hold there. They can take the day over. I get this thing headed back to that 570 area again. So, man, you already know if you see Tiger walking that thing down again right here, expect anything different. Boom. You already know we knocked it out of the ballpark again from that break. We ran up to 570. I think it was 570.05. And anytime I'm giving you those levels out there, once it hits that level, expect a response from the opposite team. That if we trailing calls, expect a response from the bears to try to push that thing down. Those are take profit areas. Start trimming out before it get to that area right there, because we know the bears is going to come in and try to hit that thing down. And you see what they did after that. I seen what was happening, and this is why I put this out, guys. I put this out, and I know it's a lot of people's like, what the heck is going on? If you see, somebody told me a long time ago, when you identifying the candlesticks, look at the big picture. Look at what they're trying to tell you on the outside, because I think that's why I kept getting faked out today. If you look here, you see them tried to make a W, and this is what I was looking at, because I was looking at in the middle of the chart. They tried to make the W, they got hit, boom, they came down. I said, but they're trying to make a pattern, and they got hit. Boom, they fell down. They tried to make another pattern, got hit, fell down. And I said, man, let me blow this up and look at the bigger picture and let me see what they're trying to tell me. And that's what I did. And I combined my candles together. I made this side one big green candle. I made this bottom one big red candle. I made this one big green candle. And I said, that's the move. They ready to drop this thing. They ready to come down. Either they going to get hit up here at a double top and they ready to fall down. But this is where they got hit. As you see, it was a top in the middle of the big formation. That top, and what happened? It was vicious, but I knew they were ready to come down, and that's why I put this pattern out. That way it could save anybody that was trying to get into calls. We know it wasn't happening. I put this pattern out right here. I said, let's make sure we're not missing the bigger picture, combining the overall moves from today. they're trying to make the M. It's a M in the makings. I said, what we currently looking like, and I put both of these patterns out. I said, it's just a thought. Don't rule it out. I said, current versus maybe. That's how I looked when I drew the diagram. And that's what I said was ready to happen. And as you see, man, that's exactly what they did. I said, guess Bears wanted that M played out today. Boom. There you go right there. And if you look at the chart and see what they did, man, they dropped that thing something nasty like. But guys, that's what I'm out here doing. I'm trying to teach you what I see in real time. That way you can go to your chart and be able to identify it too. Everybody else that's watching, that's not in the Discord, get in the Discord. That way you got access to my full list of morning call outs as well as the technical analysis breakdowns on the top plays throughout the session. But guys, I done took enough of your time. But hey, if you like sniper type, level to level, periodic breakdowns of your favorite tickers, SPY, NVIDIA, Tesla, Palantir, Hut, Hood, Nike, go ahead and tap into the Discord. The link is in the description above. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button below. Subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. And as always, we grinding. Good luck out there, and let's get it.